Okay, welcome everyone. We're going to get started. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We have a bunch of coaches from our team, Team Engage, who are going to tell you their story, and they're going to tell you a little about coaching tonight. And hopefully we'll try to keep this to around 30 to 40 minutes. But at the end, we'll answer any questions that you have. So if you need us to go longer, we're happy to do that. Just we'll hit any questions that you have at the end. So let me continue here. All right. First, let me tell you about me. I'm going to kick things off. I'm Greg Armfield, Coach Greg. I am the founder of this team, and I started coaching about 6 years ago. I'm also a husband, and I'm a father of 2 teenage daughters. My daughter just turned 21 yesterday, which is really hard to believe. I don't feel that old. But anyway, now I am a full-time Beachbody coach, but I can tell you that I didn't start out that way. I started out working a full-time job, working 50 hours a week plus a 2-hour commute every single day when I started this business. So, in addition to, being a father, responsibilities around the house, working that crazy, amount of hours and commuting, I still had time for this business. And we're going to talk about how you can do that too. But the amazing thing is, after 22 years in my career field where I was making a 6-figure income, I was able to surpass that income with Beachbody, which is freaking amazing. I never would have thought that it was possible when I started. But it is possible, and I'm going to tell you guys that you can do it too, because there's other coaches on our team who are making it happen, and you'll hear from some of them tonight. So I could tell you, let me tell you a little bit on the next slide of why you should become a coach. Why you want to become a coach is you can save 25% on everything that you buy from Team Beachbody, okay? So if you're drinking Shakeology, that'll save you $32.50 every single month on Shakeology alone. Then if you're buying other supplements like the Performance line, the Energize, any of those things, obviously you're going to save a lot more. So it's definitely worth it financially just for the discount. Okay. Now, the other reason is to keep yourself accountable and to be part of our awesome community of coaches. Now, I could tell you, when I started, the reason that I became a coach was I did P90X and I lost 40 pounds and I got off blood pressure medication. So I started out just like most of you guys. But I knew that I had to keep myself accountable, because I went back to the doctor and he took me off the medication. He said, Greg, your results are amazing, but you got to keep this up, or I'm going to have to put you back on the medication. So that's when I decided to become a coach. I decided to, help other people. If I could help just one person, I knew that I would be accountable to them, right, as their coach. And I knew I wouldn't quit. So that was really key for me. It's, also I knew that I love Shakeology, because I looked at every other shake on the market and there was nothing else that could compare to Shakeology. 70 superfoods, nothing artificial. It is by far, guys, trust me, the best meal replacement shake that is on the market today. And you won't find anything else that is comparable to it. So I knew I wanted to get on Shakeology and stay on it for my health. So I knew I wanted the discount. I knew I wanted to be accountable. But once I joined this team of coaches, we became a family. I have my best friends that are now on this team. And I could tell you that I never want to leave this family. So, that is the cool thing that you get when you join our team, is you get, a group of people who, you're going to hang out with, you're going to go on trips with, and we're going to talk more about that. But also, if you love helping people, if you have that servant's heart where, there are people that I've helped lose 100 pounds. I've helped people, get off drugs, stop smoking. you know, literally probably saved their lives. And you can do that too. So, you know, that is the really cool thing about this opportunity. And then finally, you get to earn some extra money. You know, you get to pay for, you know, maybe your kid's education or your kid's piano lessons, you know, starting out, and then it can grow into a lot more than that. So let me just show you how my income has grown over the first 5 years that I was a coach. So you can see, I just took July. I just took the month of July. And you can see my first year as a coach, I made $630 in July alone, okay? I started coaching in March, so by July, that month, I made $630. So, I mean, just think about that. What would $630 a month look for you, for your family right now? What could you do with it? What would allow you to do, okay? And then you can see how it, I don't know, quadrupled in 2012, $3,000, you know, then in July of 13, $12,000 in that 1 month, you know, and then all the way up to July of 2015, $25,000 in 1 month. Okay. I can tell you I'm making more than that, but the numbers now just get like unrealistic. You guys are like, there's no way. You're thinking in your mind, there's no way that I can do that. So just think about that $500 or $600 a month. What could that do for you right now? Now, I have to tell you guys the disclaimer at the bottom. The Beachbody makes us say this is, you know, Beachbody does not guarantee these results, right? Because I can tell you, there are coaches that have surpassed me, that they have surpassed my income in 2 years. You know, so there's coaches that have done it faster than me, but then of course there's coaches that have done it slower than me. So Beachbody cannot guarantee any money, right? It's based upon your efforts, your skills, your diligence, and you know, we can supply, you know, the average Beachbody earnings if anybody is interested. But I can tell you what this has done for me. Even when I was working, even though I was making good money, right? I had a job that paid me over $100,000, but still I was living paycheck to paycheck. And I hope some of you guys can relate to that, because, you know, it's like I had these 2 teenage daughters, right? And I knew that college was coming up for them, and I knew that like weddings were coming up for them, and I didn't have money in the bank to pay for that. And you know how the financial analysts say that you're supposed to have like 6 to 8 months of living expenses in case you lose that job that's supposed to be secure? I didn't have that either, right? So, you know, the first, you know, when I was working full time, all the Beachbody money that I made, I just put into savings, and it allowed me to save a significant amount of money that I now, you know, I didn't have to worry about my daughter's education, paying for that, or I didn't have to worry about, you know, their weddings coming up or anything like that. So, you know, that's what it provided to me in the beginning, which was an amazing thing. So let me tell you about the 3 types of coaches. Now, from the Beachbody perspective, a coach is a coach. There's no difference. But I like to categorize coaches, and it kind of makes it easier for you to understand what kind of coach you can be, okay? So you could be a discount coach. Now that's a coach who's only in it for the discount. Remember I talked about saving that $32 a month just on Shakeology? If that's all you want to do, that's cool. You don't have to do anything else other than pay your coach fee, which we'll talk about. There's a $15.95 a month coach fee. That's the only thing that you have to do as a coach, is pay that coach fee. And you get, you know, the discount off of everything you buy. But I'm hoping that most of you will want to be a hobby coach or a working coach. Now, a hobby coach is a coach that just occasionally will refer a friend or family member to Beachbody. And, you know, if you refer 3 people to start drinking Shakeology, well, then yours is essentially paid for. right? Because you're going to earn commissions off of people that you refer to Beachbody. So that's a pretty cool thing, right? You can earn commissions and you can get your products paid for. That's what we call a hobby coach. So if you just want to put in a little bit of effort, you can be a hobby coach and you can get your products paid for. And it's like, a great little paid for hobby, right? Where you get paid to work out and to stay fit. Okay. But if you want to be a business builder, like me and the other coaches that are going to talk on this call, that's where you want to say, okay, I want to go all in. I want to learn as much as possible. I want you guys to mentor me. I want to attend your team calls. I want to take this business, by the horns and run with it. If you do that, that's how you can make $500 a month your first year. That's how you can eventually retire yourself or retire your spouse. If that's what you want to do, we call those business builders. So if you want to be a business builder, you just let us know. And, that's who we really want to join our team. So, you might be thinking this is a pyramid scheme, or your spouse is telling you this is a pyramid scheme. Okay? Trust me, it is not a pyramid scheme. Why? Because a pyramid scheme is illegal. If this was a pyramid scheme, the government would have shut it down. They have shut down plenty of illegal pyramid schemes, Ponzi schemes as they're called. This is not one. So what a pyramid scheme is that's when, let's say, you would pay money just to sign up to be a coach. And there's no products or services, but you're just going to try to recruit people. And when they pay money to sign up to be a coach or a distributor, you're going to make money off of them, right? So there's no products, there's no value. It's just people paying money to sign up under you, and you get a share of their sign up, okay? So that's why it's illegal, right? This is not a pyramid scheme. This is shaped like a pyramid, but if you look at every country in America or in the world, every company, they're also shaped like a pyramid, right? You have your CEO at the top and your managers and your supervisors and your employees at the bottom. So, don't be afraid that, we are in the shape of a pyramid, just like every other company, in the world. So when you sign up, you are going to sign up under another coach underneath you. But we don't make any money off of you signing up. Okay, that's the difference between, Beachbody and another, a pyramid scheme, right? So we only make money as coaches if you are making money. So if you are selling and you are, being a business builder and you are making money, then, the coach who brought you in will make a little bit of money off of you. But, the great thing is that if you bring in enough coaches and they have enough and you have a big team under you, you could potentially earn a lot of money with this business. And, honestly, that's how I earn 95% of my income is through the team that I've built over the past 6 years. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over to Michele Taylor, another one of our diamond coaches on our team.
Hey, everyone. Okay, so actually, this is my 2-year anniversary. I've been posting it all over. You might see it somewhere on Facebook. But I signed up a little over 2 years ago as a discount coach. But I actually started working the business 2 years ago, like right now. I have 3 grown children, but I'm raising my 9-year-old granddaughter, the redhead that's in the picture right there. I also have a daylily business, which I'm trying to make into a hobby. My goal is to be a full-time coach by the end of this year because I want to get back to enjoying the daylilies, not having them work me to death. But I started out before there were coaches. I started with P90X. Back in the day when that was around, there was no coaches. There was no support systems like we have now. And if you see my before and after picture up there, that before picture right there, I was 286 pounds. That's what I started out with. And then I saw an infomercial for P90X, and I didn't start the workouts right away, but I did like follow the nutrition. And then when I dropped about 50 pounds, I started with the workouts. And eventually I did like lose the weight in like a year and a half, but because I did not have the support system of a coach or like groups like, you know, a lot of you are in, I didn't stick with it. And I ended up gaining that weight back. And then, you know, years later, I saw P90X3. I'm like, oh, it's 30 minutes. Should I get it? Should I get it? So I finally got it. And then, you know, I got with a coach and I got in these groups, and, you know, it's like a family. We're like a big family, and we just support each other. And that's what I needed. But even then, I still wasn't consistent. And I would fall off, and I would, you know, gain weight, and I'd jump back in. But I decided, you know, I was in one of the challenge groups, and I'm like, all these coaches, you know, they're like getting like double support, and they're being more accountable. And I decided to sign up as a coach. One was for the discount. But when I started working, it was so I could be more accountable. And that actually is what helped me to stay on track, and be consistent and keep the weight off. And, you know, it's just this great feeling because I've actually been able to stick with it. And I really, you know, think it's because I signed up as a coach. So I'm helping others, but I'm helping myself at the same time. Now, I know a lot of people, they have questions, you know, like, what is a coach? Well, let me tell you what a coach doesn't have to be. You do not have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. You do not have to, you know, be at your fitness and nutrition goals. When I actually started being a working coach, I was 200 pounds. I was nowhere near my goal. But, you know, you inspire people along the way with your story. And you do not have to be a salesperson whatsoever, because we don't sell. Now, a coach should be, you know, you should share how people, you know, you share your story along the way. You share your goals. You help people, you know, change and achieve their goals. You are a product of the product. You know, you work out, you drink your Shakeology, you share that with people along the way. And then as a coach, you should be open to improving and developing yourself, like with personal development and, you know, learning how to be a better leader and a better person, you know, even just personally and in your business. Now, this is the part I love. I mean, we all love this. This is just one of the perks that, you know, we get from this. Now, benefits of being a coach. You set your own hours, you know, whether it's, you know, we focus on like power hours. So if you know, have an hour in the morning to do your stuff and then check back in later, you know, like in the evening, that's fine. If you want to work your business throughout the day, like normal business hours, you can do that too. You can do full-time, part-time. It's up to you how much time you put into it. And you can build, you know, as most of you know, you see us coaches here on Facebook or Instagram or, you know, social media. That's where a lot of us are. But there are opportunities for, you know, meeting people in person, whether you run a fit club or, you know, you become like certified in one of our live formats like PIO or Insanity and teach classes. And then, you know, you share your passion with people. You share your triumphs and stuff like that. You share your story. You know, yes, you know, earning money is a great perk too, but we actually earn trips as well. Like this year, we're going to Punta Cana in April. And then next year, and I'm so happy I get to go. next year we're going to the Riviera. What was it? The year before was a cruise, I think, Greg, that y'all went on. And then we have
that picture right there is from the cruise.
Was that the cruise? Okay, yeah. See, I didn't get on that one because I didn't, qualify for that. I was so wishing to be there, but I'm going to the one this year and the one next year. And then we have this coach summit. It's like this big convention for all of us coaches, and it's like one big family, and we go to bond with our teammates, but we also go learn from top coaches how to be better leaders and how to, help everybody better. So, that's just some of the benefits of being a coach. Now, again, what we do as coaches, we help and encourage people to be fit and healthy. That's where you don't have to be a fitness expert. You're just like their support system.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. We work out and we eat healthy. We refer our friends and family to, Beachbody products and buy them. And we run
silky stuff comes together. We can ask Grandma to sew it back up, okay? Don't put your finger in it now. Bigger.
Somebody's not muted.
All right. But yeah, we run, some of you are in them, but we run challenge groups together as team. And then, we invite people to join us to get healthy and get fit. So that's, what we do as coaches.
All right. Thank you, Michele. Jill, are you there?
It helps if I unmute. I am here. How are you guys doing? I am Jill. I am married to a coach, Coach Louie, and we have 2 kids, Sierra and Cortez. They're 10 and 6. I am very busy, just like many of you. I work full time. I am a GIS specialist, so I make maps. I have a half an hour commute each way, and I try to juggle doing the family time and working full time, and then also making my health and fitness a priority. Prior to finding Beachbody, I was 40 pounds overweight and pretty exhausted all the time. Something about having that second kid just kind of sent me over the edge. I was like, oh, I can't do all this. This is too exhausting, too tiring. And love my children more than anything, but I felt like every moment had to be dedicated to them. And what was happening is that I just wasn't taking care of myself. And so my husband was getting ready to celebrate a big birthday, and we're going to go on a beach vacation. And I thought, okay, now's the time. I'm going to lose a bunch of weight and I'm going to feel better, and this is going to be great. Well, I tried and totally failed at it. I did the yo-yo dieting thing, and I was just trying to do it on my own. And then as soon as we got back from the vacation, I had been watching the infomercials for T25, and I was like, okay, 25 minutes. I'm just going to bite the bullet, do this. I bought it, and I joined a challenge group, which I got into it, and I was like, I do not have any time whatsoever to do this. This is just too time consuming. There's no way. I am way too busy. And that was my mindset when I started. But I kind of got over that because it was fun. Everybody was inviting me to interact with them, and I started to really enjoy it. And I was like, okay, I can do this. And then Brian, who's on the call with us, is my coach, and he said, hey, why don't you're enjoying this Shakeology, why don't you become a coach? You're doing great at this. And I was like, no, no, I'm not doing that. I don't have time to do that. And so he said, well, you could just be a discount coach. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll do it for the discount. That's fine. So I started off as a discount coach. And just like Greg, just like Michele, I realized that there was so much more to the coaching, that I could help other people and help myself stay accountable. And that sort of drove me into becoming a coach. And next thing you know, I'm kind of jumping in with both feet. This person that has no time to even get in the group suddenly has found time, because part of coaching is personal development. And it's kind of amazing how it transforms. You're not just transforming yourself physically, but there's this mental transformation that goes on. And that's absolutely what happened to me. I started realizing when I'm taking care of myself and taking care of my health and fitness, I'm actually feeling better, and I actually have more time, and I learned to be more organized. Not that I'm super organized, but I'm getting better. I am through personal development. So coaching has become my absolute fun job. It is what I look forward to. I get up in the morning, I'm ready to go. And it's really, truly is the best decision that I ever made, even though it started out as just a discount coach. And there was never any pressure to become anything more than a discount coach. I just kind of saw that other side that made me want to become. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. It said my connection was unstable. So, okay, I think I'm ready for the next slide.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is me. This is so me. I am like that lady running crazy. Actually, my purse does kind of look like that with stuff flying out of it. It still does. I am trying to get more organized, but this is how I feel most days. I work 4/10s. I have to be at work at 6 a.m. in the morning. And then by the time I get off and pick up the kids from daycare, it's after 6 before I get home and try to make dinner and, get things going and get to my meetings. But that's okay. How much time is required to be a coach? You know what? It's totally up to you how much time you want to put into it. I have found that I can get up early and I work on my business a little bit in the morning before I go to work. And then on my lunch hours, I'll check in with everybody and see how everybody's doing. And it doesn't feel like work because it's fun to check in with and see what's going on with everyone. So I do that. I make posts on a break or something. And then after, in the evenings, after we get the kids to bed, then I do a little bit more work. And the majority of my work gets done on my days off. I'll get up early and I'll just work early in the morning. I'm more of a morning person, so I work before everybody gets up, and that's how I fit it in. But if you have more time, you can put more time into it. Greg makes this a full-time job, but you don't have to. It start off little by little, and that's what I've done. Also, there are some great programs out there where you can schedule some of your posts. So I just try to get some things organized ahead of time, and then I can write things up and know what I'm going to do and get my groups together all at once and then send them out at scheduled time. So that helps my life too.
And the cool thing is you can even do it on your phone. There are some Beachbody coaches that just do it all on their phone, right? So
yeah, when I'm at work, everything's done on my phone. Yeah. Do I have to sell? No. I was the person that, as I was a Girl Scout and a Brownie, and I used to cry when we had to sell Girl Scout cookies. I absolutely hated it, even though those are the easiest thing on the planet to sell. I mean, some little cute Girl Scout comes up with the cookies, everybody's going to buy them. No, not me. I was crying. I hated it. So being a salesman is not in my blood at all. You don't have to sell anything. The products are so good. If you just start talking about it and sharing why you like it, they kind of sell themselves. People get curious, especially for me. I lost 40 pounds and it was obvious that I was losing weight, and people started asking me, what are you doing? What's happening? And it just was very natural thing. I think we can go to the next.
okay.
And where will I find people are interested? That's a good question. When I first started this, I had a Facebook account, but I was almost never on it. I remember at my birthday, some of my friends saying, well, I'm going to wish you happy birthday, but I know you won't see this. So it was just, I didn't have time for Facebook, but just being in the groups got me on it more. And that has actually been one of the biggest blessings, because I've been reunited with a lot of people, cousins, high school friends, from different places I've lived, been reconnected with people that I had lost touch with over the years. And it's been really fun to get reconnected with them. So you can find people, just like Michele said, if you're going to a fitness club or you're going out shopping or you're just in your work or something like that, just meet people. But you can also find a lot of people through social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you are good at doing YouTube videos, you can get a following through that. There's my daughter's into Musical.ly. I think you could probably take it somewhere with that. There's all kinds of ways, and it's a fun thing to do and meet new people. So, anything else you want to add?
All right, thanks, Jill. Brian, are you there?
I am here.
All right.
Thank you, Jill. Thanks, Michele. Thank you, Greg. My name is Brian Rulka. I am a husband to my beautiful wife, Andrea. You can see her right there in the middle picture. By the way, that is from the Success Club trip last year, the cruise that all of us coaches got to go on. I am a father of 7 cats. I still need to update that. That's all right.
Update that, yeah.
Yeah. But my current day job that I have, and I'm going to talk about my one job that I love in just a second, but I do work a day job, and I am a park manager for one of the largest parks in South Florida. Love it. Love that job. I love my coworkers. I love going to work. Don't like the pay. Don't like the retirement plan. Don't like being told how much money I'm worth an hour. I don't like putting in requests if I want to take vacations, like a Success Club trip or Coach Summit, and then having somebody else approve it. All of that stuff I do not like one bit. Everything else I love, and that is why I am a coach, and that is why I'm working so hard, because I want to have that freedom, that financial freedom, where I can do what I want to do, where I won't have to worry about the future, where Andrea and myself will be set. We don't have any kids. We have our 7 fur balls. We don't have any kids, and not that kids should take care of you when you get old and you can't work anymore, right, Greg and Jill and Michele? But isn't that part of their job a little bit? But anyway, I don't have kids, so I don't have anyone that's going to take care of us. When we get the people who are going to take care of us, it's either going to happen. It's either going to be the government, or it's going to be myself and my wife. And I'm telling you right now, it will not be the government. So that is why another of my coaching why and why I work so hard. You can see in the pictures, I lost 100 pounds. Greg first came on, and he talked about the work that we do as coaches, changing people's lives. And then he used that word, even sometimes saving people's lives. And I am a testament to that. Greg played a huge role in saving my life. I'm going to go over this real quick. I didn't know what I wanted to share with you guys tonight. I was trying to decide on like my coaching why and some other things, but I know what I'm going to talk about in a second. But real quickly, I was just getting out of rehab. I've been an alcoholic all my life, and I finally tried to get some help for it, and I did get some help for it. And once I got out of rehab, I decided that I needed to get that healthy body to go with that healthy mind that I was seeking so badly. And that's when I started Insanity, which I had no idea what it was. And then shortly after, I met Greg in an accountability group. Once again, had no idea what the heck an accountability group was. And that is when my journey started. And that was 5 years ago. It'll be 5 years in July. I've lost over 100 pounds. Took me about a year and a half to lose that, maybe closer to, maybe a little bit longer. And then I became a coach. I became a coach shortly after I kind of started my journey. I think it was like July, and then I became a coach in the end of January of the following year, which was 2013. And I did it for the discount because I was getting results. I was having fun in Greg's group. I was drinking Shakeology, and I wanted to get the discount. And I told Greg right from the start that I'm doing this for the discount. Don't try to talk me into anything. I'm not selling anything to anybody. I'm not doing anything. Don't even try it. And Greg said, sure, do what you want to do. I'm like, all right. So I did it for the discount. And then what happened was this whole other world opened up. Something Greg told me about, but I really didn't know what it was until I started experiencing it. When you're a customer with Beachbody, there's a piece of the world that you're in, okay? And then when you become a coach, all of a sudden the whole thing it's like a curtain. And I'm not exaggerating, guys. This would happen to me and a lot of the coaches. It's like a curtain opens up, and then you're like, oh wow. It's almost like the Wizard of Oz, it's black and white, and then boom, all of a sudden everything's in color, and munchkins are running around. Not really. But everything just opened up, and there was groups that I got invited to, coaching groups. All of a sudden, personal development entered my life, which I had no idea what personal development was. I mean, I knew it was, but no idea that I needed it or I wanted it. And then that was the one thing that probably shocked me the most about Beachbody was the attention that gets paid to making us as coaches better at everything that we do, inside ourselves. And that's why Beachbody does so much. And that's why our team does so much. Personal development, team calls, book clubs. We have a book club that just started now too. Just so many different things. And it really allows you to grow as a person. And when you first become a coach or when you're first tackling anything, when Greg was talking about the money that he was making, you're like, well, wow, I'm not going to be able to do that. I can't. And I'll tell you right now, no, you won't. But you will learn to grow into the person that's able to do that. And that's what happened to me. I grew into that person, this introvert that you're listening to right now, who doesn't like crowds, doesn't like to talk to people, doesn't like to be put on the spotlight, or this introvert all of a sudden, because of this opportunity, just grew into this person that he always knew was inside, just trying to get out. And finally, there was an opportunity where that allowed me for that person to come out. All right.
You turned into a butterfly.
I guess so, Rewards, commissions, bonuses, trips, recognition, learning, and personal development. Next slide. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said, a lot of times when we do these calls, I really get deep into my why, which is to stay sober. It's to stay sober. That's why I do what I do. That's why I love meeting other people and helping other people. The more that I can give of myself, the more that I'm going to get back from everybody else. And the more time that I put into positive habits and positive behaviors, the less time I have for those demons to come creeping back into my life. And that is my true coaching why. That is why I spend so much time doing it. That is why I do it. But I'm going to talk to you about some financial things because this is very timely for me. We just put in an offer for a home that we fell in love with. We've been house hunting since last year. Towards the end of last year, we found a home last year. The deal went south, and we never got it. And it kind of was like, ugh. But I'm glad that happened because we found the perfect home. Okay, and we put in an offer. Offer was accepted. Now I actually have the inspection tomorrow that I have to be at. There's only one reason why I have this home, and that is because, well, I don't have it yet. Stop. Don't want to jinx myself. There's still some steps, but there's only one reason why I'm able to do this, and that is because of coaching. The down payment, all from coaching. The house that we're getting, which is unbelievably beautiful. I never thought in a million years I'd be able to have a house like this or afford something like this. It's all because of coaching. 100% because of coaching. There's no way. Some of the other things that have happened to me when I first became a coach, it took me a while before I started seeing those financial rewards from it. You know, I wasn't out to get those financial rewards, but then they started coming, and then I started learning more about how the system works. You know, the bonuses that we earn as coaches. You know, as Greg mentioned it a little bit, you know, you earn bonuses. The more successful you are and the coaches underneath you are, the more money you earn in bonuses. So, you know, we don't make any money, like Greg said, off of coaches unless you are successful. That's why when we train, if you come to us and you say, I want to learn and make money, and we're going to train you, because your success is our success. And the team that you build is your own team plus us. You know, we can place coaches under other coaches, and you earn bonuses from them, a piece of that. So once I started figuring all that out, there was a great mentorship program that Greg invited me to that was incredible. And it was by a man named Robert Hudgens, who is, if Greg showed you that pyramid, he's the guy on our team who's way at the top. You know, he's making the big bucks. He's a coach, superstar diamond coach, making millions of dollars a year. You know, he got in when it started, and he's one of the founding coaches. Anyway, did a mentorship program with him for 6 weeks. And Greg was there, and there was a couple of other coaches on our team there. And I learned so much. We didn't talk about selling. We didn't talk about how to sell Shakeology or how to sell. We didn't even mention hardly anything about it. Was all internal personal development. It was all how to be fulfilled, how to be happy, what you need to do in this world in order to make your dreams come true. And this mentorship program completely changed me. And that's when I started going forward with this business. That is when, shortly thereafter, I was able to pay off all of my credit card debt. I want all you guys on this call to think right now what it would feel like if your credit card debt was completely wiped out right now. Zero. You all have credit card debts. Think of your student loans then, if you don't. If you have student loans. Think of your mortgage, anything. But think of your credit cards. If you didn't have to pay it, every month those bills never came. Can you feel that? I got that feeling. I got that opportunity, and I was $60,000 in credit card debt, and I paid it all off. And the reason why I paid it all off is because of coaching. Because of coaching. So many wonderful things. I can treat my wife to things now. I bought for her birthday last year a cruise to Europe for her birthday. And I presented to her after we went out to dinner. Never would have do that before with coaching. By the way, fun fact, we're not going to Europe. I got the refund because we want to put more money into the house. But anyway, I was able to do it at the time. And but just things like that. And all the trips that talked about, Greg is my coach. I did a presentation at Super Saturday in October of not last year, but the year before. I stayed at Greg's house with him and his lovely wife, Amanda, Andrea, and I. They welcomed us in. We were there for a few days. It was amazing. That wasn't the first time I met Greg. I met him on different trips before that. Here's this guy that I met, in an accountability group that became my coach. Never in a million years would I think that we'd be, he's going to turn into my best friend and we'd be going to Mexico together and going to Punta Cana together in a few months. Jill's one of my coaches. We met for the first time at Coach Summit last year, went out to dinner with her and Louie. We had a great time, did the super workout, 25,000 coaches, so tons and tons of rewards. The people is the number one reward as being a coach. Next.
All right.
I need to go faster. Okay, how to earn money. Won't go into this too much. As a coach, you get a 25% commission on anything that you sell. So if somebody gets a Shakeology from you or they go to your website, by the way, that fee that Greg talked about, that $15 a month, that goes towards the maintenance of your back office, which is amazing. It has everything in there, your customer management system, order system, email campaign system, everything. Plus Beachbody gives you 2 websites. So someone goes to your website, makes a purchase, you give them the link, you get a 25% commission. Even more than that on some items like challenge packs, you get a flat rate commission, which is about 30-35%. Team bonuses I talked about, the more successful your team is, the more you make in team bonuses every week. It's great getting, today's Thursday, we got paid today. It's great getting paid every week with Beachbody. And then there's matching and quarterly bonuses. Matching bonuses, you get a bonus off of the bonuses that your coaches make. Quarterly bonuses, if you're a high enough up coach, you get a share of the earnings every quarter that Beachbody makes as a whole. You get a percentage of that, just extra above your commissions, team bonuses, all that. And here's that quarterly bonus that I was just talking about. You know, if you're a double star, and don't worry if you don't know what this means, 2-star coach, you know, every 3 months you get, and this is different. It all depends on the total income that Beachbody brought in for that quarter. But as a 2-star diamond, you would get just an extra $800. As a 5-star, you'd get 25. As a 10-star, 14. As a superstar, which is a 15-star diamond, you get 40. If you're all of those, if you're a 15-star diamond, you get all of those. That's why there's that total of 57 at the bottom. But you know, if you're a 10-star diamond, you get the first 3 that you see. Okay, so all that. I'm a 2-star diamond. So my last bonus, is this the last one, Greg? I don't even know. I think it was 860.
Yeah, this is Q3, so Q4 was about the same.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Q4 was about the same. So, you know, that's another way. Okay, next one.
All right.
What to expect from our team? I think I kind of covered that. First thing, the training. Oh my God. You know, we do, before this call, I was just on a call with my cup team. There's a team cup going on for the month of February that Beachbody's putting on. 5 of us are on a team together, and I just had a call before this one at 8 o'clock, which was amazing. Awesome. But we have all these trainings that we do. If you, like we said, if you just want to be a discount coach, that's fine. Do you discount coach? Because if you love Shakeology, it makes no sense to not become a discount coach because you're saving the money. But if you do want to learn more about the business, we provide all of the tools and all of the resources for you. We have training groups on everything, how to run challenge groups, you know, the coach basics, kickstart trainings that you know, this is what you do, how to post. We give you step-by-step. Replication is the key to success. You know, we teach you what made us successful, and we teach you how to do that, and then you replicate it. You do it in your own way, you know, because you are you, but the tools and the resources are there for you to learn. Team calls I have my team call every Tuesday, among other calls that I have during the week. Team building events like we talked about, Coach Summit. I can't wait for that. That's going to be in July. The Success Club trip, leadership retreats. I'll be going to LA in 3 weeks. I was lucky enough to qualify for the National Leadership Conference, or NLC, which is in Santa Monica, Beachbody headquarters, and I'm flying out there February 24th, and I will get to do some personal development. I'll get to do a live workout. Joel and Jericho will be doing that live workout in the morning. I think that's Saturday morning. Lots of different and then I get to tour the Beachbody headquarters for free. They're sending me, well, I got to pay for my flight, but they're putting me up at the Marriott 5-star resort, you know, free of charge. Don't have to pay for anything. All the food is free, everything. So all I had to do was come up with the money for the flight, which was like $300, and boom, you know, now I'm going to be in LA in 3 weeks. So leadership training. Greg has done some of the leadership retreats, I know, in San Diego and places like that. We have our Facebook team page. We recognize accountability all the time. If you guys are part of challenge groups, you know how much we love to do recognition, completing a program, any kind of NSVs. We love to have fun. And when a coach, that gets multiplied by 100, the recognition and the accountability that we do.
All right. Thank you, Brian. I'm going to wrap things up for us. So in conclusion, let's see, here are your options. 1, you can stay a customer and continue to pay 25% more than you should be paying. Okay. Or two, your second option is to become a coach and save money, join our family, and all of your problems will disappear. No, just kidding. But you definitely want to go for the option two is the one I would recommend. So how do you become a coach? Feel free to contact your coach that invited you to this call, and they can walk you through it. If you've purchased a challenge pack in the past, you can sign up as a coach for free. Or if you haven't purchased a challenge pack yet, I would suggest that you sign up with the All Access Challenge Pack. What that does is it gives you access. Think Netflix for Beachbody. You get access to every single program that Beachbody has, including the deluxe CD DVDs and ultimate DVDs, and you get every single program plus every new program that will come out. Okay, so it's an amazing deal. You get all of that on demand that you can do on any device, your phone, your tablet, your computer, your TV, anywhere, as long as you have a Wi-Fi signal. And it comes with Shakeology, which is critical for coaches, right? You got to be a product of the product like we talked about. You have to be drinking Shakeology. You have to be working out. You also get a portion fix meal plan and containers. So you get all that. The challenge pack is only $199. So I would suggest, like, if you sign up with the challenge pack, you just pay the $199, you can become a coach for free. Okay. If you can't do that, or you haven't, purchased a challenge pack in the past, you could always sign up with just Shakeology or just a fitness program, which really doesn't make sense, but you would have to pay the $40, $39.95 one-time coach sign-up fee. So definitely, do it with a challenge pack. Talk to your coach that invited you, and they'll help you, get signed up. So again, the only thing that is required of you as a coach is paying your coach fee, your monthly coach fee, $15.95. Think of this as a Costco membership, right? That Costco membership gives you access to our coach online office, gives you access to those websites like Brian talked about, your email marketing, your customer service, your technical support, everything that you need, training, that all is covered in that monthly coach fee. Okay, so even if you are just signing up as a discount coach, right, and you're drinking Shakeology, you're going to save $32 a month on Shakeology, right? So even paying the coach fee of $15.95, you're still going to save about $16 a month, right? So it still makes financial sense, even if you're just signing up for the discount. Okay, now the other great thing about Beachbody is, they are pro-military. They support our military and our veterans. So if you are active military or a spouse of an active military, that monthly coach fee is waived. Okay, even the sign-up fee is waived. Also, if you are a veteran, that is also free for you to be a coach. You just have to send in your DD-214. So that's an awesome deal for any of our military. So within the next 24 hours, I would suggest talking to your coach. If you have any questions, concerns that you don't want to bring up on this call, just get on the phone with them. I am sure that they can put all of your fears to rest, because there is nothing to be afraid of. I have not heard any good objections to not being a coach. So I would love to have you guys on our team. We are about to start new coach training on Monday. So I would highly encourage you guys to sign up as soon as possible. And then you can get into our new coach training that starts on Monday. We have some calls starting. So now, any questions? I can stop sharing, and you guys can take yourselves off mute, and you can ask a question. Anyone?
Greg, got a question for you.
Okay.
How does it work Canadian?
Canadians can be coaches. So anyone in the US and Canada can be a coach right now. No other countries can be coaches or get Shakeology. But I have heard that the UK is potentially opening up this year, so that's great news. But so there's really no difference for Canadians versus US. The only difference is there's the Canadian conversion, right? So the conversion rate. So you have to pay. It's not $15.95, it's $17.95 Canadian or whatever, right? Your challenge pack is a little bit, instead of $199 is $239 Canadian, right? That's the only difference.
So all the fees and everything's American money?
Well, no, you pay in Canadian. There's a Canadian price.
From American though.
Yeah.
Okay.
The company is US based, so it gets converted.
Okay, so what happens with the bonuses, the payouts, all of that? Is that American money or is that Canadian money?
I would assume I'm pretty sure it's US money. So like you saw that bonus program, like that $800 that Brian talked about that he got, right, for the quarterly bonus.
Yeah.
So you would get that converted into Canadian. Right, so it would just be 800 converted into Canadian,
like $1,000,
which is whatever, $1,000 bucks. Yeah, so you get more money. So there's no reason not to be a coach, definitely. And that's the reason that you want to, really work this business and be a working coach, because that's how you can make your dreams come true. That's how you can get those bonuses and build your teams. And you don't even have to think about it in terms of money, like I can make more money, right? But you can think of it in terms of, if helping people is what drives you, think of all the people that you could help. Like, how many people could I have helped personally in the past 6 years, right? Maybe hundreds, but because I now have a team of 2,000 coaches, I've helped tens of thousands of people, There's actually a coach on our team that won the Beachbody Challenge this year. He won the $100,000 prize because he lost 160 pounds, I believe. Has an amazing story, but he's not my coach. He's a coach of my coach, right? And so it's amazing what we can do when we work together as a team. And that's why you want to work this business and build this business. The financial stuff, that's just gravy for me. That's just added benefits. Any other questions? All right. Brian, do you have anything to add?
No, I'm good. If the only thing I'll add is, if you guys do have questions, I have a couple of my customers on the call, or clients. Reach out to me. Reach out to the coach that invited you, and talk. Something I love doing is I love talking about this opportunity, obviously, but if you get on the phone, we can do a one-on-one conversation, because my philosophy is that I have found something that is so amazing, so wonderful, that changed my life so much, that if I did not share this with people, I would be doing a disservice to everyone that I come in contact with. That's how incredible this has been. And believe me, I didn't start that way. It did not start that way, but it grew into something it grew into that. So it's just incredible. So that's why I shout it at the top of my lungs, to everyone, because it altered my life, and I know it can alter a lot of your lives too. So that's it.
All right, guys. Thanks for being on the call, and we look forward to having you on our team. Bye.